Morning, everybody. It's currently 5:45 in the morning. We are in the Zion National Park Visitor Center parking lot. Today's gonna be crazy. I'll fill you all in once we get to the trail, but we're about to get on a shuttle. We're gonna drive an hour up to Lava Point and then hike all the way down to the valley on the West Rim Trail as a day hike. So we gotta lock in, but I'm on a little bit of a time crunch, so we're gonna get our boots on, we're gonna get our stuff, get on the shuttle. So I'll see you guys when we get to the trailhead. Alright guys, well, we are out here on the Rim Trail. We just got dropped off by the shuttle. Didn't really have a lot of time this morning. I was kind of rushed because I woke up, had like 15 minutes to get my stuff, and I remember I had to get gas. Set out of time. Thought I was going to be late to the shuttle, but the other group riding with me was a little bit late, so it was no worries. And then my driver, Tamara, I mean, she was just the coolest. She's like, we're almost retired living out here in Leverkin. I mean, it's just awesome. But anyways, what we're going to be doing today is the entire West Rim Trail as a day hike. Decent amount of people will do this overnight, take their time. I am not, because I do not have a backpacking permit, so I'm going to trek this whole jaunt in one day. I know it's mostly downhill, so nothing too bad, but I know we are still climbing, I think, around 1,500 feet in elevation gain, which over, I think the total might be 17 to 18 miles. It might tire me out a little bit. I know it's not towards the very end, but this trail, I've heard a lot about it. I'm so excited to get started. I mean, the scene here in the morning is just beautiful. And I know once we get down more, it's kind of going to open up. We're going to get great views of the canyon. Maybe some of the Northgate peaks up in Kolob Terrace. But I am so excited. I've heard so much about this hike. This is the last big hike I have to do in Zion. Well, I mean, the Traverse too, but I'm going to do that later. That's going to be a couple days. The last day hike is going to be this one. And then I would finally hit every big trail in this park, which is a great achievement for me. And of course, I saved the longest for last. So I'm so excited. This is going to be an awesome day. Hope you guys tag along. Hope you have a good time. I know I'm going to have a good time. And yeah, we're going to keep going. Trying to get some cool videos as I'm walking out. And then we'll check back in, I guess, once I see something cool. Honestly, now that I think about it, that might be like the Dixie National Forest. This Bryce is over that way. I know that the park ends around here, so as past that's just probably the Dixie Forest. Pretty cool. Great view so far. It's honestly kind of funny to me how Utah is notoriously known for being a desert. Now, I'm not saying it's not a desert. I literally have driven past and on sand dunes here. There's definitely desert. But, I mean, come on. This is not, I mean, this is just so much green. So much flora happening out here. Fun fact to back up that claim. Utah is the only state that has a national forest in every county. All 29 counties here have a national forest. That doesn't happen anywhere else in America. But that's just crazy. The Utah desert has a national forest in every county. Oh my word, dude. I think another really cool thing about this hike is that from this trail, you don't see anything like man-made. All like the mountains and the canyons, that's all you see. No buildings, no power lines. I don't even see a plane in the sky. There's nothing. You just feel totally isolated. This is a great trail. This is already becoming one of my favorites. Wouldn't be surprised if it did, but guess we'll have to see. All right, well, we were riding the ridge for a little bit, a couple miles, and now we are going down. I believe we're going a small trail down, and then we're gonna be on a ridge, like right on the edge of a canyon. That's gonna be awesome, but pretty steep here. Actually, like, I feel like I'm on like a light jog. We're going pretty quick. Should open back up soon. We get some great views from the ridge, but I'm sure it's gonna get better. All right, well, the path is starting to change into a nice red-orange sand, which is a good sign. That means we're descending into the red rocks. And we're going. A lot of this hike is downhill. I think it's like the total elevation change for the hike is like maybe 3,000 or more. I don't really know. The gain is 1,500. Down, probably more than double that. I mean, we're going downhill like crazy. But it is turning into red sand, so I have high hopes that we're going to be coming up on something pretty neat. So we'll check in. All right, guys. So we're a little bit past mile 5. We are in a huge meadow. This place. I mean, this is so cool. It doesn't even feel like, I mean, there's no red rocks. Oh wait, I lied. There's red rocks right there. We're getting the red rocks. But this freaking trail is gorgeous. I'm also realizing that earlier in this video I said this is the last hike I have to do until I do all of the big ones at Zion. I kind of lied. Forgot. Did not do the subway yet. These permits are freaking hard to get. I've tried a few times. But that's actually the last one. So, whoops, my bad. I will say, for being 5 miles in, I think we only had like one climb and it was like almost nothing, like maybe 30 feet. It's been all downhill since then. It's been a really, really easy 5 miles. So I'm assuming all the climbing will be later. Hopefully it's not too much climbing. Because I do have to go back down West Rim Trail past Angel's Landing. And that can get pretty steep and very sketchy, in my opinion. So I want to make sure I have some energy. But this hike is great so far. You can see over there, we're getting to the openings where the red rocks are. I think the Narrows runs right along there. So we're getting close. All right, well, we've reached Potato Hollow. I guess that's what this place is. There's a campsite right down there. 9 miles to Zion Canyon. So, still a long way to go. Won't lie. For anyone watching at home, be warned. If you come here, 5.5 miles in, steep freaking climb. It's freaking steep. All right, well, we made it to a flat spot. That was pretty brutal. That was 300 feet and a quarter mile. So you can imagine like 45 degree angle or more. But it's kind of leveled out. Got a great view of the forest here. And we're kind of going along this ridge for a little bit. Whoa. Holy crap. The thing that confuses me is that like the first 5.5 miles of this trail, we're like weaving along cliff sides, kind of giving you a nice, light, enjoyable hike. And we get here and we're like, you know what? We're going directly straight up this ridge. I'm talking not even switchbacks. We went straight up, like 400 or 500 feet in like a half mile, maybe less than a half mile. So, pretty tired, but the view is totally worth it. Oh my gosh. We're getting over to the White Cliffs now. We're gonna be following the trail along a ridge, kind of going along the wall down into this canyon. I am so excited. We're almost there. You have got to be kidding me. I mean, this is crazy. Camera does not catch this at all. Those are huge. Pretty cool sight out to the left. It's getting pretty crazy, can't lie. Whew. All right, we are 7 miles in. Just got to the junction. We're gonna be going right along the canyon rim. Whew. I think we're around like right on 7 miles. We climbed a lot, almost 600, 700 feet. More of this climb was early on than I thought. But now we get to start the canyon rim route, which I'm very excited about. So let's get going. Well, third of a mile past that junction, we're back at the views. We're gonna be following the rim along that. Somewhere over there is Zion Canyon. We're gonna be finishing this hike. West Rim Trail comes down to the grotto, which is at stop 5 of the shuttle. So I'm assuming I'll get there in time. I have a really good pace, but if I don't get there in time, that means that we gotta walk back to the car from stop 5, which is a couple more miles. I would not want to do that. So we're gonna hustle. Not that we have to hustle. We're already halfway there and it's still in the morning, so should be fine. But would really stink to have to walk more. The trail is just getting better and better. I mean, the view is just crazy. I mean, wow, this trail's pretty cool. Definitely impressing me so far. There are some pretty sketchy areas, like overlook that kind of drops off. So, Dad, I'm sorry, but I had to go a little close. But we're fine. We're being safe. However, I feel like I am getting a little closer than you would, so sorry about that. I think we're like a little over 8 miles, 8.5 miles probably. And we're about to descend into the canyon, and so we'll keep going. All right, guys, we just passed campsite number 3. We are now descending. I just checked the All Trails map. This kind of comes down to the edge, and then you skirt, walk right along the ridge of this canyon. So it's gonna be awesome, but it's right down here. Be there in a second. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we have reached mile number 10. We are now in double digits. I mean, I don't think you guys even understand. I've had this view like for like an hour. I'm literally just walking along the rim and just looking at a whole part of Zion that literally you can't see it unless you go here. I mean, this is like, everyone goes to the canyon. This is like, no one goes here. It's so insane. I'm debating finding a place to stop, kind of rest for a little and get a little snack. I honestly, I've been so locked in. I've been trucking this whole time. I didn't stop once. I literally have been just trucking for 9.5 miles. So maybe find a spot down here. If not, I know I'm definitely stopping at Scout Lookout. Watch some people do Angel's Landing, take in the view, then head down with the gorgeous scenery. You guys are gonna freak. It's crazy. This park is so good. I mean, this is one of the best views I've had in the park so far. And it just keeps changing. You know, Observation Point is a great viewpoint. The problem is, especially if you go through East Mesa, most of the trail is pretty boring. This trail is like matching that level of view, but it's always changing. Like, it's just a perpetual, insane geological phenomenon. We're getting to the point now. I think over there is where Zion Canyon is. I'm pretty sure. But we're covering some serious ground. The view is incredible. But we're gonna keep going down. Not gonna lie, y'all, my phone's about to die. So if this is the last you hear from me for a little bit, that sucks, but I'm gonna try and figure it out. Well, I charged my phone. These beautiful people let me borrow their phone charger and gave me an uncrossable. I mean, come on. It's awesome. But now my phone's charged. Almost at Scout's Lookout. I'm so tired, but we're close. So I'll see you there. These views are starting to come to life. I mean, it literally just gets better as you go. We're on like what, mile 13 already? And it's just getting better. I mean, the Angel's Landing's literally right there. We're gonna go walk right past it. Straight up cliff. Holy crap. See the star of the Terrace from up here. That's so wild.
Okay. Yeah, that's good. Oh, we're gonna use your good camera. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Sorry, Dad, but we're going close to the edge for you. Holy piss. Don't be mad at me. I'm getting a good view. There's Angel's Landing over there. I mean, what a scene.
Well, made it to Scout Lookout. I think we're on mile like 13 and a half. There's landing right there. I see people climbing up. Oh, no, braver than me. I couldn't do it. But I'm gonna chill here for a little bit and head down. Big orange sheep. Look at that. Going down the wiggles. Freaking steep. The people I was with are running ahead. I'm gonna catch up. What's that for hiking this far? My feet are killing me. 13.5 miles and climbing. Pretty much down like 45 degrees. My quads are killing me. But we're in like the canyon area now. Just gonna level out a little bit. And we'll have a view of the main canyon. We made it to the bottom. Virgin River. I'm cramping like crazy. So we gotta get to the car. I'm so tired. I'm not really feeling making more content until I get back to the car. So I'm gonna sit by the water for a bit. I'll see you at the car. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the car. That was the longest hike I've ever done. I think my phone died, but I believe the people that I was with, the one girl who was tracking it, she said it was like 16.5 miles. I think it took me like 7.5 hours. So pretty long, but I did go under, not even under, we demolished the all trail's estimated time. They said 9 to 12 hours. What a joke. Maybe I should have went slower. I would have been a little less tired. But summary of the hike. A, holy crap. That was the coolest trail I've ever done. B, more difficult than I anticipated. Not as much climb. I think it was like 1,400 total. But we went down. Like the last mile and a half, 2 miles after Scout Lookout, I mean, that was just straight down. But that water in the Virgin River felt so good. My feet are so sore, but that water helped a ton because it's ice cold. But, I mean, wow. West Rim Trail in Zion, 11 out of 10. You gotta make it here. I mean, wow. Hoping the video really caught how breathtaking this park is, but I really don't think it did. I'm sure the video looks good, but you gotta come here. Just gotta come here. But that tacks off one more big trail in Zion. I now have, let's see, I guess I have one more big one to do, which is the subway and then the Traverse, and then I would have done every trail in this park, which is pretty crazy. But I'll tell you what, I'm tired. I had a great time today. Hope you guys had fun tagging along. I met some great people. They freaking saved my life, charged my phone. I was so worried I wasn't gonna be able to record when I got closer, but rest assured, they helped me out. Jeez, I'm tired. This was a long day, awesome day. Highly, highly recommend the West Rim Trail top down. Get the shuttle out or go with a buddy, take 2 cars. It is worth it. But this is where it comes to an end. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you had a good time. I hope the video turned out good. And as you all know by now, we don't say goodbye around here. We say see you next time. So I'll see you next time.